Welcome back for another episode of our Airbnb case study where I go over the good, the bad, the ugly, where I break it all down. But February 2023 is the month that I'm going to be covering. It was a record-breaking month for us in terms of gross income. We made $6,529.92, and I'm going to break it down in this video. Hi, my name's Tyler Ford in Tucson, Arizona with eXp Realty. My wife Mimi and I have been investing in long-term rental properties in Tucson for over 30 years. We've never done an Airbnb, but have always been intrigued with the short-term rental model and the income potential. I've represented real estate investors to help them find and buy properties for short-term rentals and have been blown away by the numbers they've shared with me, especially in the summer months that a short-term rental can be profitable in the heat of Tucson during the summer months. In February of 2022, we bought a property that we did a complete demo, remodel, and fully furnished it. We've now been a short-term rental since May of 2022. We have a 5-star rating on Airbnb and have earned Superhost on Airbnb. We are documenting the journey and doing a case study to compare a short-term rental versus a long-term rental and what it's like to host on Airbnb, plus share all the things we've learned along the way. Please subscribe to our channel to continue to follow our short-term rental Airbnb journey. Hello, my name's Tyler Ford, Tucson, Arizona with eXp Realty, and welcome to Living in Tucson, your Tucson real estate connection. And if you've been following it, we've been doing an Airbnb case study where each and every month I dive into the good, the bad, the ugly, and then I break down the numbers. And we're going to be doing this for an entire year, and we're going to compare at the end a short-term rental versus a long-term rental. And although I know we're going to be more profitable as an Airbnb short-term rental, the question is the extra time and effort worth the extra income? So we're getting close to the end here. May of this year will be 12 months, and they're going to do a final video to kind of wrap it up, and we'll continue to do some videos as we learn things and just share that knowledge with others. But the big reason we did the Airbnb, we've got quite a few long-term rentals, and over the years, done a lot of long-term rentals, multifamily, mobile homes, single family homes, you name it, we've done it. But the reason I wanted to do an Airbnb is because I had some investor friends and even people that I represented to buy Airbnbs tell me that they were profitable in the summer months, which I kind of found hard to believe. So long and short of it, we decided to buy a townhome, do a full remodel, and then do a case study just because I was intrigued with the numbers and wanted to be able to intelligently talk about Airbnbs with clients, and then also understand the systems and just learn everything behind the scenes so I could give people valuable information and really understand the do's and don'ts of an Airbnb. So I'm gonna break it down, but before we do, gonna share what we learned for February 2023 and share that knowledge with you as well. So one thing we're gonna share with you this month is, just goes back to processes and systems, but the big thing for us is when we bought our Airbnb, we were very specific in terms of location because we wanted it close to where we live and my office. So if we needed to jump in and do stuff, we weren't driving across town. So if you're gonna self-manage, I think location is really key. It needs to be close to where you live to be able to jump in and do things and not have to drive all the way across town. But the big thing that we're starting to do, and what we've realized, when a guest books with you through Airbnb, you set up the amount of the cleaning fee that you're going to charge them, and that money goes directly into your pocket. So far we've brought in $6,250 in cleaning fees, but I would say 80% of that, maybe 85%, has gone back to the cleaning service that we use for the turnover. But one of the things that we're starting to do is, if we're not busy or my wife's not working that day, we're starting to do the turnovers ourselves because we've got the systems down to where we can do it really quickly. And I'm going to share some of the things that we've done to make it go super fast. but we'd rather put that money in our pocket because it's easy money. And over time, you know, $6,200, it's a lot of money. And if we can put the majority of that back in our pocket, that would be awesome. But the big thing that we've done in order to make the turnover really easy, and the biggest challenge is the linens, the laundry, making the beds. And one of the things that we've struggled with is the linens. Is if you do all the laundry and then you've got the linens, we've got 3 different bed sizes. So you don't know where those linens go on which bed, and you start to make a bed and realize you've got the wrong sheets. Well, the cleaning person that we used turned us on to their Costco hotel sheets, and I think you can only get them online. They do sell sheets at their retail locations, but the hotel sheets, I think you can only get them online. But the cool thing about these sheets is that they're labeled. You know whether it's a king, queen, twin, full, and then also you know side and front. So when you pull the sheets out of the dryer, you know exactly which bed they go on, and you know exactly you know exactly the front, back, side. So it makes it really easy to make the beds. And then the other thing we did is we bought multiple sets. So we've got a linen closet that we lock so the guests can't get into. So we've always got a clean set in there ready to go. So when we show up, we can get right to work and start to do the turnover on the beds, and then get right into the cleaning. And then you know, we do the laundry, but if there's any laundry that is not done, we just take that home. So we're not waiting around. And that's the biggest slowdown to a turnover, is doing the laundry and then waiting for everything to dry. So if you've got extra sets, you can certainly take those home, and you're not waiting around, and then you can do them in the comfort of your own home and not have to wait. So the biggest takeaway this month is that if you're close and you have the time to do the turnover, it's easy money to put in your pocket. And if you invest in the hotel sheets from Costco that are labeled, it'll make the turnover so much easier, so much quicker, and again, allow you to get in and out of there. We can do our turnover in probably an hour and a half if we've got everything dialed in. And so we just open up that linen closet and we're ready to roll. We start the laundry, we do as much as we can, and then we take home what we didn't finish. So that's the biggest takeaway for this month. So now let's dive on into the numbers. And it was our best month yet in terms of gross income, February 2023. And again, has a lot to do with seasonality. Tucson, January, February, March, April, May, again, just because of our weather and seasonality, they are going to be our best months. But it was the easiest month that we've had. There were no headaches, nothing major, and we had great guests. And again, we made the most amount of money February 2023. March is shaping up to be something similar. So I'm going to go over the numbers. So our gross income for February 2023 was $6,529.92. And of which we had total expenses of $1,754.55 for a net profit of $4,775.37. And I'll break down the expenses. So dues and subscriptions, $29.98. I subscribe to Price Labs, which is awesome. It allows us to do dynamic pricing to run our Airbnb more like a hotel or the airlines, where it based on supply and demand, it allows you to maximize your profits in terms of what you're charging your nightly rate. And then we had property taxes of $126.98. We had interest expense on our mortgage of $460.71. Utilities, which I'll break down, it's our biggest expense in terms of our variable cost, $388.85. Our insurance, $72.19. HOA, $90. Furnishing, We bought some tables and chairs for outside so they could enjoy the patio. We just didn't have enough seating, and it was one of the comments in the review. Even though we've got great 5-star reviews, one of the guests said, hey, it would be nice to have more seating outside. So we bought some really nice chairs, $394.08. Then we had materials and supplies. That's cleaning. So we've always got everything stocked up. So when we go over there to clean, we've got everything, toilet paper, things like that, $76.26. So again, total expenses, $1,724.54 for a total net profit again of $4,775.37. Now I'm going to break down our utility costs. And so with the utility cost, we had everything is electric in our unit. So Tucson Electric Power was $120.03. And then water, the City of Tucson Water, $182.88. This was the highest water bill that we've had yet. But again, we've been booked since the beginning of the month all the way until now. I think we've only had one day where we've had a vacancy. So everything that we've had this point has been a same-day turnover. So again, our water bill and electric bills have been a whole lot less just because we haven't been 100% occupied. So our utilities this month were a little bit higher. And then we had Cox at $388.85, which is our cable and internet, and we pay a little bit more for faster speed because we're running a wireless TV, so we need the speed in order to be able to stream stuff. So total utilities for the month, $388.85. Now I'm going to break down our P&L from June 2022 to February 2023 to let you know where we're at since we started doing our Airbnb. So our total gross income has been $28,786.11. Our total expenses have been to this point $14,983.59 for a total net profit from, again, June 2022 to February 2023 of $13,802.52. So again, I know as an Airbnb, we are more profitable than a short-term rental. But again, the question is it worth the time and effort? It is more time, more effort than I thought going into it. But now that we've got the systems in place and everything's running smoother, it is getting a whole lot easier to manage. So again, too soon to tell, but I do know that we are quite a bit more profitable as an Airbnb short-term rental than we would be as a long-term rental. But at the end of this whole series, I'm going to break it down and I'm going to do a comparison and then give you my final opinion in terms of whether or not the extra income was worth the effort. So that's it for our good, the bad, the ugly Airbnb case study for February 2023. So again, the key takeaways here, if you're doing an Airbnb and you're close and you can self-manage and do some of the turnover, you're going to put some good money back in your pocket by doing the turnover. But the key to doing a turnover efficiently, being in and out, not wasting a lot of time, is having good systems in place, having a place where you can lock up your linen so you have an extra set of everything. And then again, these sheets have been a huge time saver in terms of being able to make the beds and not wasting time starting to make the bed and realizing that you've got the wrong sheet. So if I can give any advice to anybody that's doing an Airbnb, self-managing and doing some turnover, get the Costco hotel sheets. They are awesome and they will make your turnover a whole lot easier. Well, thanks for watching our monthly Airbnb case study. If you've got value out of it, do me a huge favor, give me an internet high five by liking it. If you have any questions or comments, go ahead and comment below. And for more awesome videos about living in Tucson, your Tucson real estate connection, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. And if you hit that bell button, you're notified each and every time a video comes out. In the meantime, make it a great day.